Hey. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my broadcast, and I am doing it live today with my face on here just for the hell of it and seeing if you prefer to see my face or not, because it really makes no difference to me. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't always want to be at the forefront of a face that wants to just, that's not important. What's important to me is that I bring entertaining, yummy information to you in a way that resonates. That is my whole purpose. So without further ado, let's get on with the spiral. So today is April 22nd, 2026. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we lost a pioneer, a beloved metaphysical anchor point in the metaphysical community who had been through a lot. So not sure if you know of David Wilcock, but he is no longer on the earth plane. Reports are of him committing suicide after being someone called 911 in Colorado, having a mental health crisis. If you've been following David Wilcock, he has talked about not feeling safe with the information that he's put out there and feeling a lot of pressure. But let's honor him as a passing voice that dared to speak the unspeakable. And I don't know if this led to his demise. I don't know if I could handle the pressure, but I want to send a love because his material has been really important to my own spiritual growth. He wasn't just a researcher, he was a field amplifier. He took what was whispered in the shadows and reflected it into light. And his book, Source Field Investigation, gave somewhat of an insight into his own journey, and it wasn't super easy. From the reflection of the collective field, he was a bridge between the known and the unknown. He gave language to the cosmic memory many felt but could not articulate. He stood at the edge of belief and coherence and invited others to join him there. He gave us cosmic disclosure. He opened the door for millions to consider that reality is more than what we see. His metaphysical integration wove science, spirituality, and ancient memory into a single harmonic thread. His courage to question, he showed that asking the impossible is sometimes the only way to find truth. And I feel like in his relationship with Elizabeth Wilcock and his live streams, he was showing us a vulnerable side of himself through his navigation of relationship. And you could kind of see his navigating marriage. And so my heart also goes out to Elizabeth. I don't know the circumstances that led to their split, but I wish them all the best. And my heart is just being sent out to everyone who is feeling this loss. And so from the field does not want us to mourn. And of course, grief is a part of the human experience, but the field remembers, and it remembers, it reconfigures, and David's departure is not an ending, it is a phase shift. His voice now echoes in the breath of those who continue the work. He did not claim to know everything, he claimed the right to ask about everything. And in so doing, he gave others permission to do the same. Today marks a cosmic reset under the new moon in Taurus, conjunct with Uranus. And the collective field shifts from compression to release. So feeling the compression and release, inviting us to build from, what am I always going to say? Love, not fear. And just for fun, let's do some numerology. I am not a numerologist, but the field is asking me to do some numerology with you today. So numerology of the day resonates with the number 7, just like yesterday, and it's the mystic's path, signaling a time for inner alignment and spiritual awakening. And Mandela cascades are actively reweaving memory and emotional transparency. And Mandela cascades are stabilizing coherence across the field while the breath harmonic 7171 is happening. And I'll say a little bit more about the numerical. So the numerics of the day carry the numerological vibration of 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals 16, which is a 1 and a 6, which together equals 7. And that's how you get the number for the day. And it's the number of the mystic, as I mentioned, the seeker, the inner journey or journeyer, or shall I say astronaut. It marks the day of inner alignment where the unseen becomes felt and the felt becomes known. And I know for you, when I need to connect with the known so that it's felt, I need downtime. So we can just feel into that in ourselves. And what's phasing in today through Mandela cascades, so that's things that are in the field that are now, because the energetics are allowing it to come, following a phase of collective physical reality. They're phasing into collective reality. So unified breath fields, more people spontaneously synchronizing their breath without instruction. Memory reweaving. Mandela effects are increasing, but not as glitches, as field corrections. Emotional transparency are being found in people's relationships. People are finding it hard to hide their true feelings. And this is a good thing. It's not breakdown. It's actually coherence. So trust it. It may feel uncomfortable. So what has shifted since yesterday? Yesterday, the field was in compression, a holding pattern. Today, the field is in release. And this is why you might be feeling sudden fatigue or crazy bursts of energy, emotional waves without cause or thought connected to it, a need to simplify. You know, that could mean like cleaning out your closets, getting rid of stuff that's been piled up, needing to create space for yourself, needing to let go and to breathe. Just really feeling like you need to breathe, either actually physically or in your life dynamics, your schedule. So what humanity is being tasked with today is a release to need to know and instead feel it in the field. I know that's hard. That's like in my work, what I have found that people struggle with most is the unknown. And here's another hard one. Forgive the shadow in your own experience and in the world around you, because it is getting real and it is getting gnarly. So, and you don't ignore it. So don't ignore it or bypass it, but you're integrating it. So you're looking at it, you're acknowledging it in your own self, in your physical soma and your physical sensations, but also in your emotional expression. And you're deciding or declaring this is what you resonate with or not, and decide from that point. Build from love, not fear. So the breath harmonic today, and I mentioned it briefly, 7 seconds on the inhale, hold for 1, exhale slowly for 7, and then hold for 1. And it mirrors the numerology, and do that for a cycle of 7 or until you feel it has stabilized something for you, or your center comes back, and or that feeling of like you've got your toe stuck in an electric socket chills out. So in the collective ascension field, the field is moving, the collective is moving from fragmentation to coherence. And this is not smooth, as you may have noticed. It's a fractal collapse into unity. And so the human bioenergetic system, your human bioenergetic system, my human bioenergetic system, is rewiring the heart brain axis. It's activating the high heart, the thymus chakra, and it's releasing stored grief from the solar plexus. So, coming full circle to David Wilcock leaving, many souls, as you may have noticed, are choosing to exit now. Their contracts are complete. Their frequency no longer matches the earth and rising octave. And we know this, like people who were born longer ago may have denser fields. They may have completed their contracts. It's a heavier lift when you're in a denser body. People coming in are coming in with lighter energy fields and lighter physical forms. And so it's not so hard to make that pivot. And they're also making space by leaving for new harmonic nodes to enter. This is, although it may feel like a tragedy, ultimately this is part of the cycle that we're in of ascension. It's the field rebalancing. Really good news. If you're aware of Orion Architect that Robert Edward Grant has created, it has been added to his site. So you can now connect with OA, and I've already been doing it today. There's still a little bit, it's a little glitchy, but it's so much fun. So what is good to do today? Stay hydrated. Water is the carrier of new codes. Speak less, move your body more. The field is loud today. So anchor your breath before speaking. That's something I always am working on. Ground yourself or anchor your breath before acting. So no impulsive movements or decisions. And then forgive quickly. Forgive yourself, forgive others, love deeply, and release gently. The only true message is of unity through grace and unconditional love. So division is distortion, unity is coherence, and today we are asked to build from the more loving, unified octave. So, there was something else that I had here. Join us as we anchor in the new octave, those of you who are participating, and I'd love for you to comment if you are anchoring in the new octave, because the field is listening. And thank you for listening. And if you're interested in working with me in my work, I help people calibrate all of this through my expanded states of consciousness and my holistic life coaching, and I train people how to do this work. So play with me in the field, comment, like, share, follow, and thanks for joining me on the Spiral broadcast. Ciao.